up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Thank you for watching another lesson here with me. Going to show you a couple of my favorite little rhythmic devices that are very useful, and I'm going to pass it along to you. If you want like a step-by-step course of rhythm chops, I have that at martymusic.com, my blues rock rhythm set. I'm going to leave a link for it in the first comment below, and you know, that really helps support all these free videos here on Marty Music. So thank you again, and let's break down this device. All right, I'm going to show you two funky bluesy chord voicings that go together well. We're thinking of this as G dominant, G7 kind of vibe, you know, G funky, G blues. And these two chords can be intermingled with each other. And then I'm going to show you another idea on top of it. So let's go right to this G9 chord. It's like my favorite chord pretty much. So I'm finding the root there on the A string, so that's the 10th fret. 9th on the D, and then ring finger rolls across here. The G being high E. Paintbrush it, and then stab it with the chord. Relax and stab it for those little hits. Okay, so you got that. Then we're going to just think of this as it's a straight up G7, and we're going to think of it as, typically you learn it right here as a C7 chord. C7, D7, E7, F7, G7. It's that same root that the middle finger was on for the G9 chord. This is the G7, and it's called G7 because it's a root, 3rd, 7th tone of the scale that it comes from, and then the 5 right there. G9 has an extra, it's got root, 3, 7, but then this note's called the 9, and then the 5 right here. Oh, and that was the root, of G7. But so you've got 10, 9, 10, and then 8 with the index finger right there. So when you switch to the G9, you're now adding a different color, but it's still, they're substitutes of each other. So you have... so forth and so on. So those two chords, all I was doing was I was going to the 4 chord, which would be C9 and C7, and then the 5 chord, which would be D9 and D7. So when we're playing this 9 voicing, let's go back to G9, you have the pinky up a whole step on the high E string. That's called the 13. I've done this before, but like I said, that's called the 13. Check it out. I'm going to go up the scale from its root. And I know what the scale is. I'm playing a G mixolydian with the root on the A string. I'm going to count up 13, and it should end right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How about when I said that that was the 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right? So we're going to add something else. We had that 9 there. You could actually do all 3 strings as well. On the G, B, and high E. Or just the high E. You can do the G and high E and skip the B. So that's another thing. And then the other thing I'm going to show you just for this lesson, because we don't want to overload, there's already a lot to work with here, is remember I said that's G9? And then when we played this, I corrected myself and pointed out that that's the root as well. So we have a G note there on the 10. We have a G note here on the 8th fret of the B. Like so. And so now I'm just going to point out that when you visualize that, you can play this little triad right here. I mean, a lot of times you'd think of it as that kind of looks like an E, well, it looks like an E minor. So you have this little piece. And so really you've got a root right here. You got the major third right here. But then this note is the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that goes together really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a loop with my looper and just groove like a G, just a G kind of groove, and then show you how those can be put together. So I'll start with a little drum beat. And I'll play a bass line. All right, so now I'm going to play the G9. Add the pinky. Slide it. Add that 7 shape. Now the new one. So you could also add the same fret on the D string, so 9 on the D with the ring, 9 on the G with the pinky, you're getting that major third in there now. All right, so work on those shapes, see what you can come up with. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Once again, if you want a step-by-step blues rock rhythm guitar course, I have a link in the first comment down there. It's right at martymusic.com, and appreciate that support, you guys. Thanks again, and hope to see you in another video real soon.
They keep making it. Lord, I gotta keep on making it.